Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you all with us today. What a terrific group. Wow. We got the prettiest front row I've seen in a long time. We also have, I think, maybe one of the most dynamite group of celebrity couples we've ever had, and you're going to meet them. They are something. On my left, writer of The Dinah Show, as a matter of fact, Mr.
Yes.
Donald Ross and his wife, Patti Deutsch. And, of course, representing the blue section, naturally. Patti, how are you, love?
Just fine, thank you. And yourself?
Myself is not bad.
Well, this is a good thing.
Yes. And Donald, and you, are you well?
I am terrific. I would like to publicly thank my wife, Patti, and your producer for getting me into the bow tie. I do not know how to tie a bow tie.
You want to know, I don't think I've ever seen you with a tie before.
And I would like to thank Milton for helping me on with my jacket.
very
Everything.
becoming.
Got the trousers on me. I can't dress myself.
Oh, that's perfectly
all right. It does.
Speaking of Milton, ladies and gentlemen, winning money for the banana section today, Mr. Television, Milton Berle and his wife, Ruth.
Thank you.
Ruth, you look lovely on the screen, and it's nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Bert.
And it's really a thrill for me to have you here today.
Were you going to call me Mildred for a minute?
No. Did you think I was?
What were you going to say?
I don't know. I guess I remember watching you from when I was just a little kid.
Hey, don't start that. Don't start that now. Let's play the game.
Okay, I'm very sorry. We won't get into that.
Introduce the president.
Okay. Winning money today for the red section. Great star, a good friend of ours, Mr. Glenn Ford and his gal, Cynthia.
Hello.
Cynthia, you look lovely as always, and Glenn,
Thank you.
so do you. It's nice to have you both with us.
Nice
Thank
to be here,
you.
Bert.
You ready to go, gang?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I just noticed?
What?
Wait a minute. Have you got one in your hand, Glenn? Have you got a cigar?
Right here.
Do you realize that we have three personalities here, ladies and gentlemen, all of them puffing away on their cigars?
And so do our wives.
Do you believe that?
The reason we are smoking these, doesn't this show go to Havana?
No,
Oh,
please. If we try to move this along as quickly as we can, folks. First question worth $150, and here it is, ladies. You overhear three men discussing you at a dinner party. One says she's charming. The second says she's really brilliant. And the third says, wow, she's sexy. Which of these men would you rather have as your dinner partner? Here it comes again. You overhear three men discussing you at a dinner party. One says she's charming. The second says she's really brilliant. The third says, wow, she's sexy. Which of these men would you rather have as your dinner partner? Think about that, girls. We'll come back for your answer in just a second. We will start off with Mr. Ross. What would Patti, who would you like to be sitting next to? Which one of those fellas?
Gee, this has never come up.
Well, it has now.
Milton, you want to take a whack at that?
No. I got a line here to close the network.
Glenn, do you have a line that'll close?
Oh, hurry up, will you, please? I got
Which
to be
one
on
of the
the
three?
set
The one
in
who
June.
says she's charming, the one who says she's brilliant, or the one who says she's sexy?
I think Patti would like to be seated next to the man who thinks she's sexy.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. There's one guy in the back who feels the same way.
Let me get a look at him. Maybe he's a guy.
You'll say sexy?
Yeah.
Let's bring her on and find out. All right, Patti, you've heard the three guys.
Yeah.
We're all filing in for dinner now.
Yeah.
Which one of the three you're going to put your arms slyly around and guide towards your seat? The fellow who said you're brilliant, the one who says you're charming, the one who says you're sexy.
I think the one that thinks I'm bright.
What?
Yes.
Which
Well,
one?
this guy thinks you're stupid.
That's
is that?
not what Donald said. No. Tell her what you said, Donald.
I thought that you would like to be seated next to the man who thought you were sexy.
You're not terribly bright yourself, young man.
Yes. Not on that particular one. No, I'm terribly sorry, Patty. No score there.
Thank you.
Milton, what's Ruth going to say to this?
Living with Ruth for so many years, and I think that she would say brilliant.
Brilliant. The man...
Wait a minute, Yellow. I'm not ready yet. I hope she's right.
She would rather sit next to the man who felt that she was brilliant.
Brilliant.
All right. Is she an intellectual type person?
Oh,
she's very...
she's a deer, and I can't wait till hunting season opens.
Okay, let's bring her on. Ruth,
Yes.
which one of the three fellas do you want to sit next to? Will it be the man who thought you were charming, the one who thought you were brilliant, or the one who thought you were sexy?
I think the one who thought I was charming.
That's not what
Well,
Milton
I'll
said.
tell you why.
Okay.
Because the one who said I was brilliant was obviously stupid. And the one who said I was sexy was obviously aging and losing his eyesight. I think charming is all-encompassing.
That's true. I'm sorry, dear. That means, Glenn, you and Cynthia can get the whole pot for the red section
All right.
here.
It's on me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, it's obvious that Cynthia is fantastically sexy, so she doesn't need it. She's going to hang up there. And I may be wrong, but I think that she would like to be considered and be close to the man who would say she's brilliant.
Brilliant, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's bring on...
Nobody agrees, right?
Well...
I know, you think charming, right? Okay.
All right, you say brilliant, and you say charming. I say stupid, and you... All right, let's bring on Cynthia. Cynthia, which one of those fellas you want to sit next to at dinner? The fellow who thinks you're charming, the one who says you're brilliant, or the one who says you're sexy?
Charming.
Oh.
The red section was right, but Glenn was wrong, unfortunately. Hey, gang, nobody got it right. So this $150 goes over to the next question, which will be worth $300.
Oh, dear.
And we will come back in just a moment. Right? See you in a second. All right, nobody got the first question right. This one is worth $300, and this is a good one, too. We'll have some fun with this. Ladies, here it is. This is worth $300.
Yeah.
Which has gotten you into more trouble in your life? Taking advice or giving advice? Don't say anything. Which has gotten you into more trouble in your life? Taking advice or giving advice? Think about that. We'll come back for your answer in a moment. I don't know why, Milton, we're going to start with you on this one. We're picking on you.
Okay, Bobby.
Now, what's Ruth going to say? Has she gotten in more trouble, do you think, by giving advice or taking it?
I think that she's gotten more trouble giving advice.
Really? Does she give a lot? Do people come to her for advice?
They usually come to Ruth because, you know, she's kind of bright.
Yeah.
Not on that last question.
No.
But I think by giving advice.
Yeah, and then they do it and it doesn't work out and then they come back and yell at her.
They don't yell at her. Oh,
No,
not
no.
Ruth.
Oh, no.
Karate expert.
I see.
I don't even fool around with her. I mean, I'm sorry. That's not
Well,
what I
we
meant.
know what you mean. Yeah. We understand perfectly. All right, let's bring on Ruth. Ruth, what's gotten you into more trouble in your life, taking advice or giving it?
Oh, giving it.
That's what Milton said. You're right. Congratulations. That's absolutely correct. That's what Milton said. Can you give us an example?
You're talking to me?
Yes, Ruth.
Well, I think because I always say everything I think and then listen to nobody, so I can't give you anything specific except it's a way of life with me.
I understand. Okay. Well, that way of life has given the banana section at least a share of the $300, and they're grateful for that.
Terrific.
Glenn, what is Cynthia going to say?
Cynthia is going to say she has gotten into most trouble by taking advice.
Aha. She has, huh? Not from you, of course.
Wish you hadn't asked me that. No, I say by taking advice.
She's
yes.
listened to other people instead of going with what she feels is correct.
If she answers honestly, I think that's.
If she takes your advice, she will answer this question.
No,
and
let's
say-
no. I'm not involved here.
Okay, you'll say taking advice.
Yes, sir.
Let's bring her on. Cynthia.
Yes.
Which has gotten you into more trouble in your life, do you think? Giving advice or taking it?
Taking it.
That's what the man said. You're absolutely right. Do you not take so much advice anymore? Have you sort of changed
Oh, I
your ways?
certainly don't take advice.
You don't listen anymore,
No.
huh? All right, you have a share of the pot. Thank you, dear. Donald, what's Patty going to say?
Patty's mother told her to marry him, and she listened to her.
Which means that got into a lot of
Had
trouble.
a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You'll say taking advice has gotten her into more trouble.
I will.
You will.
Yes.
Will Patty?
I don't know.
I don't know. So let's bring her on and find out. Patty,
Yes,
what has gotten you into more trouble in your life, do you think? Giving advice or taking it?
I would have to say taking advice.
That's what the man said. Boy, are you smart this
For
time
instance,
around. Yes, dear.
Bert, Donald advised me that if I took the pill every other day, it would work just as well.
I have to tell you that...
You don't have to tell me.
No, I don't mean that. I was going to tell the folks at home that when Patty comes out, you'll see how well it worked out.
Yes.
We'll change places at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, if you will. Step to the rear, fellas. The ladies will come out here. We have a tie game at this point, and we'll come back and break that tie with the second half of Tattletales after this message. We are back. We've changed places after halftime. I have the ladies with me. We have a tie game. So, fellas, if you are ready to go, here comes a $150 question to break this tie. You ready?
Yep.
Men, nobody's perfect, right? Never mind. Name one thing that keeps you from being perfect. Don't say anything, fellas. Nobody's perfect, right? Name one thing that keeps you from being perfect, if you will. And we'll come back for your answer in just a moment. We will start with Cynthia. Name one thing.
I can't name one thing.
You can't?
No.
He's perfect in every way. And this doesn't, I don't think we're really, you know,
That's a
truthfully, we're not after
terrible-
character things, I don't think. I think maybe you could classify it as an idiosyncrasy, perhaps. It's endearing, but...
Oh!
Oh, now we got it.
Well, when you said that, I can only think of, well, but that's not being not perfect.
Well, try us. We'll tell
no,
us.
there's nothing wrong with him physically, mentally, personality.
No,
it's just
no,
so
we
wonderful.
wouldn't say that.
But he loves to grocery shop.
He
Would
loves
that
to...
be an imperfection? Could you consider that? No.
Only if he doesn't pay for them, I guess.
No.
Then it would be...
What a terrible question.
Well, but if you mean, now wait a minute. Now you mean that is annoying? That bothers you? You say, will you please get out of the Safeway and come home? And...
Every day we must go to the grocery store. Yes, it
I
bothers
think that's
me.
wonderful. Sure, that qualifies.
Yeah, every single day.
Every day you go to the
Of
grocery
our
store.
lives, yes.
I love
When
it.
working, it doesn't matter. We have been to the grocery store at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, isn't that something? See, that's why they call it Tattletales. Now everybody all over America will be
So
watching their
that would
grocery
be-
stores for Glenn Ford. Okay, you'll say he goes to the grocery store every day. That's funny. Let's bring him on. Shh, shh, shh. Glenn, what is the one thing you feel that keeps you from being absolutely perfect?
Well, there's a number of things. I drop cigar ashes sometimes when I shouldn't, but the most important thing I think that Cynthia might say is that she's very reluctant to let me drive the car.
That's not what Cynthia said. But now she remembers that. Tell Glenn what you said, Cynthia.
Grocery shopping.
Oh. What's imperfect about that?
Honey, I couldn't. You're so perfect. I know I drive the car, but I didn't think of that, and you do drive.
You've got to start
cigar
thinking,
ashes.
darling, on this program.
Yes, no. She's doing fine. She just told us a juicy little tidbit, and everybody's rushing to their phones. You hear what Cynthia said about Glenn today?
Oh, boy. Don't tell me, please.
Thank you. No score there, Glenn. Patty, what's Donald going to say?
Oh, I have the exact opposite problem from
I know.
Cynthia.
From such a long list, what are you going to pick?
Yeah, where does a person start?
The one... You have to pick one thing that makes him less than perfect.
See,
What
and
will
he
it be?
thinks that he's a perfect person.
Yes, they always do, don't they?
Yes. In fact, he's been known to refer to himself in the third person as the saint.
He'd have to argue with Roger Moore about that.
I guess if I had to pick one, it would be his inherent cheapness.
It would be. I know.
Why do you applaud that?
Well, because they think it's terribly amusing and interesting and endearing, don't you? That's why they're applauding. That's why we call him Fast Donald.
Yes.
He is called Fast Donald because he's very slow with a buck. That's where he got his nickname. You'll say his inherent cheapness. Let's bring Donald on. Donald, what is the one thing you think that keeps you from being perfect?
I have one cavity.
But seriously, folks.
That's it.
You're wrong. He has one cavity.
Up until 2 years ago, I was perfect.
You mean to tell me you really only have one cavity?
One
And
cavity.
that's what keeps your mouth from being perfect, Donald. The question was you. Tell him what you said, Patty.
I said your inherent cheapness. I forgot your inherent stupidity and vanity.
See, I don't know how to tell you this, gang.
And I caught the cavity out here, not back in New
Yeah,
York.
all right, never mind. I'm sorry, Donald, that's not what Patty said. And we're moving right along to Ruth, and what's Milton going to say?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we've been married for 22 years, and the list gets longer every day.
We all thought that was going to be something dear, didn't we?
Well, that would take me longer. No, I think, I know he doesn't think there's anything wrong, but the thing that really makes me think he's not perfect very often is the fact that he does have a tendency to tell me things he's already told me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you've heard about Berle repeating. You know.
He repeats himself.
Well, he does repeat at home as well.
He repeats.
He'll start to tell me a story, and I'll say, "You told me that, dear," and he'll go right on telling me.
And you finish it
I say,
anyway.
Yes, right.
Well, he's got a captive audience there.
That's
He's
true.
just not going to let that go.
That's true.
Okay, he repeats himself. Let's bring him on. Milton, what is the one thing, sir, that keeps you from being so perfect?
That's a tough question.
Yes, I know. You've been back there racking your brain.
I'm racking my brain because I think, not what Ruth, that I'm always complaining about my health.
That's not what Ruth said.
Yeah.
However, if the banana section gets hold of you, you might be complaining about your health. No, Ruth said, tell them what you said, Ruth.
I said you have a tendency to tell me things you've already told me. Forget that you've told me them.
Yes.
Yes,
You know what I'm
tendency.
saying?
That's the same thing with my act.
Hey, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Milt. Nobody got that one right. So that $150 carries
Well,
over to our
nobody's
next
perfect.
question, which is normally worth $300. Now will be worth $450. We'll come back and see who wins that one in a minute. Still got a tie game. All right, we have a tie game. Everybody's got $100. This question worth $450 will break the tie. Fellas, if you're ready, here it is. Men, which one of you is more convincing at telling white lies, you or your lady? Which one of you is more convincing at telling white lies, you or your lady? Think about it, fellas. We'll come back for your answers in just a second. We're going to go right down the line, Patty. What's Donald going to say?
Old Shifty.
He is?
Back there, yes. Because when I try to tell a lie, the minute I say something that's untruthful, my bangs stick to my forehead because the sweat. It's just never works.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Shifty.
You'll say it's Shifty. Let's
Yeah.
bring Shifty on. All right, Fast Donald, which one of you is better, or more convincing, I should say, at telling little white lies?
Patty starts a white lie by saying, "This is going to be a white lie, so it's got to be me."
That's what she said. You're right. You got it. Ruth, what is Milton going to say?
Oh, I think Milton, absolutely, because I have never told a lie in my life.
I understand that. That's not a white lie. That's a big one. Okay. Let's bring on Milton. Milton, between you and Ruth, who's more convincing at telling a little white lie?
I am.
That's what she said. You're right. Okay. Thank you, Milton. Cynthia, between you and Glenn, which one's it going to be?
He is.
He is?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's bring on Glenn. Glenn, between you and Cynthia, who is more convincing at telling little white lies?
I am.
That's what the lady said. Everybody got it right. We split it 3 ways, gang. You all came through beautifully, didn't you? Okay, there is the signal meaning time is up. That means we have a 3-way tie. Blue, yellow, and red. What a nice way to start things off. We'll come back in just a minute and let you know how much they have tied for after this question. See you in just a minute. Well, it's a nice way to start off with a 3-way tie. Everybody won $250. We had $1,000. The rooting sections, all three, will divide $1,750, which is very nice for everybody. Thank you all. Thank you all. You were terrific. We'll see you next time. We'll see you tomorrow on Tattletales. Goodbye, everybody. See you then.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.